Hi everyone, let's talk about Glass Road, which is another one I'm really pleased to do. It's an old favourite that I'm really glad to go back to. It won one of my monthly Kickstarter votes, and I was really pleasantly surprised to see that, that an old game like this won. But yeah, there's good reason for it, because this is absolutely fantastic. It is one of my favourites. And I tend to like Uwe Rosenberg games anyway, so it's not saying much that I really like it. But yeah, it's definitely it's probably one of the top three Uwe games, along with Agricola and don't maybe decide between them right now. That's time for another video. But Glass Road itself, really fantastic. It's got, it's got the standard things that you're looking for of, you're trying to gather these resources, you are trying to work out which buildings to get, but it's all made so tense by the card play, because not only have you got that extra dimension of, you're limited to these cards, but you've got tons of cards. They all do loads of things. You can probably get what you want done if you got to play, if you knew how many cards you were going to get to play and when you were going to get to play them, then this would all be easy. But that's not what Glass Road's about. Because you don't know how many you're going to get to play, you have to base it around, well, I can count on 3 of them getting played, so which 3 do I absolutely need to get played? But then does that plan work if I only get to use half of some of the cards, because there are up to 2 I can only speak to a 2-player game because that's all I've played of it. I think we played a 3-player game once, but I realised later that we probably played it wrong, because I think we played with these standard 2-player rules. Anyway, so you don't know when you're going to get to play them as well, which can throw another spanner in the works, because it might be great that, I get to play a card out of turn that's my only building card that I got to use, and brilliant, now I'm going to get to play an extra card, but I needed to play all of these other cards to get the resources to be able to build that building, so, this extra card play that I got is now useless because I can't build anything. I've got no resources yet. And maybe that's why another player would choose to play that card right now, because, I can see that they haven't got any stuff. So even if they do get to copy this card, it's not worth it for them. There's so much, trying to predict what your opponents are going to do, as well as work out what you're going to do. But it's all, it can spiral out of control of second and it's the third and fourth guessing each other. But yeah, it's just, well, he knows that I know that he knows that I want to build these pits. So, I know that he's taken this card to second guess me, so I'm not going to give him the satisfaction. I'm going to hold off playing this until he does and get the free play off him. It's just brilliant, and it all works together fantastically. It's such a tight game as well, because not only has it got, you're really restricted by the box falling over and all of these, you're extremely limited by the resources. You can never have that many of them, and so that's a consideration of, have I got enough resources? Am I going to get too many? Am I going to lose out on gaining them because I'm limited to having 7 of anything? And the beauty of the wheels as well, not only is it such a simple mechanism of how you generate your bricks and your glass, it's just automatically done for you. You can see whenever there's a space, that's when something's going to automatically get made. That can be a whole separate thing to worry about, because I desperately need clay to be able to build this building or do something else. But as soon as I get this clay, I've got enough of all the other resources, so the brickmakers is just going to swallow up all this clay straight away, and thank you very much for making the bricks, but I really needed the clay, and you haven't got a say in that really, so that's another piece to the puzzle to try and work out. And then it being a really tight scoring game, it ranges from about 20 to low 30s, the games of it, and yeah, it's every point matters. At the end of the game, when you're scrambling to maybe just make that one more brick because that point could make the difference, it's just fantastic. I haven't got anything bad to say about it really, which, yeah, you might think I can rack my brains and try and think of, people that don't like this might not like this, but I absolutely love this. It's there's a reason that we keep games like this around for however many years it's been now, and although it had been a while before this, it had been probably over a year since we actually played a game of it, but it's one of those where you go back to it and it's so comfortable. You slip right back into. The rules just click in straight away. There's nothing kind of complicated to get around in this. And it's just fantastic the whole way through. Even when, you know, everything seems to be going wrong and somebody plays a card that you can copy too early, or everybody gets to copy your cards and you didn't get to copy anyone's because they kind of guessed what you were doing. You showed your hand too early on the points cards that the points buildings you were going for, and now everybody can see through your plan. So are you going to stick with it and everyone's going to copy you for the rest of the game, or do you now try and do something else as well and try and second guess them instead? It's just fantastic, I think, anyway. But the playthrough's there for you to make your mind up of whether it will be one for you, because what do I know, really? I just know what I think of Glass Road. But yeah, thanks for watching, everyone, and I'll see you for the next game. Bye.